Hey guys, this is Ben for In the Field Consultants here at our farm here in Creambrook Farm in Middlebrook, Virginia. As promised a couple weeks back, I'm going to give you a tour here of the completed milking parlor here at our farm. We just finished it last week, and minus our water test, will be granted our grade A permit here in the next day or two. So pretty excited, and the first milk truck will come and go hopefully near the end of this week. So this is the building that was constructed on the farm that we purchased. It was originally built to be a meat shop. The left side, kind of from here over, was the butcher room that we've converted into the milk house. The upstairs is unfinished, and the right side is kind of a real nice garage shop area. So we'll come in through here. Through the double doors. We have our milk port right here next to the boots where the milk truck can stick the hose through. That's a requirement for grade A. Then we can come into here. So this is the milk house. So this is where all the washing, prep, and storing the milk happens. We have our wash sink over here. We've got 3 milkers we're using right now. They're hooked into our CIP system that we can circulate our hot water and chemical through, and then all the little pieces and parts sit down there and get circulated through the water. We have a vacuum here going outside to the vacuum pump that draws suction into here that makes this system work. This is really cool. We'll do a live video of this here in the next couple days of how this system works. We have our drying racks for our milking equipment to go there. We have our 420-gallon Sunset bulk tank. We don't have any milk in it right now. We'll be getting milk in there tomorrow. I gotta wash it here once we're finished this video in preparation for that. We have a nice kind of sink work area over here, and then the walk-in cooler here going in for retail sales. It's really nice to have the walk-in cooler right up against the bulk tank. So if we're doing any bottling for herd shares, it's right there. And when we need to move product out, the door's there, and you just cross over here to outside, which is real nice. And here is a bathroom, which I would show you, except it's a little bit of a mess right now. It needs to be cleaned. So basically, to meet grade A requirements, you need to have a washable floor that slopes to a drain. We've got our drain right here. We've also got a drain over there. The doors kind of hide it right there. The building has its own separate septic system. All of the walls are this FRP impermeable washboard. We've got the covered lights, which is another requirement. The great thing about this building was we had to do very little renovation to get it ready. We had to put the springs on the doors there to make them shut properly, and we needed to put the milk port in here, which the boots are blocking. And we had to run a little bit of plumbing, but aside from that, this building was move-in ready for making a grade A milking facility. Very happy with that. That saved us a lot of money. Obviously, yes, we had the initial purchase of the building and the purchase price of the farm, but it was nice that we didn't have to outlay a whole bunch of extra cash to get this facility ready. We got our chart recorder up here with the digital readout. Tells what the temperature of the tank is. Of course, right now it's pretty warm because there's no milk in it, and I'm not running the cooler on it right now. So then what we had to do was we put a door right in here going outside to the actual milking facility. And we've got 6 stanchions that the cows can come in, and you can put these locks up here. When she comes in and goes to get her molasses out of the bowl, she'll press her head down and automatically lock herself in with these really cool headlocks. That really saves us a lot of time having to lock and unlock cows, and that the cows can do it themselves. This is simply just 6x6 pressure treated wood with other boards put in place to make this all work. It had to be painted to meet grade A requirements. And then our building structure is actually a carport. Cost about $2,000 for this. It was a 20 by 30 carport put right up against the building. We've got this galvanized railing around here to kind of help control the cows. That's our holding lot. It's simply a gravel bed. It's got about 4 inches of really heavy stone underneath that, and then about 3 to 4 inches of stone dust topped off to have a nice smooth surface that won't hurt the cow's hooves. We have some more piping going on around here. We got a nice little manhole area here that cows can't slip through, so that you can just walk right through and get into where the feed troughs are. We're 100% grass dairy, so we don't feed grain, but just a little dab of molasses in these troughs, and those girls will come just roaring in here. If anything, it could be difficult to keep them out. But that way we don't need a crowd gate, and the cows are excited about coming in here versus us having to force them in physically, which is nice. We've also got, see here, 6 of these 4-foot fluorescent lights, which puts a lot of light off in here, especially since the building and everything's already kind of reflective as it is. This is the vacuum line that runs back. You can kind of follow the pipe back there and loops up around the building, and it goes back to the utility room there, and that's where the vacuum pump sits that creates the suction that runs the bucket milkers. So as I said earlier, I think there's 6 stanchions in here. I think we could comfortably milk 40 to 50 cows with this size setup. I can milk more. I might have to enlarge this area if we were going to do more than that. I mean, I don't know. I'll have to wait and see until we get out there. The holding lot doesn't have anything besides electric fence, which, you know, some people would be concerned about that, but jerseys that are grazed every day are pretty respectful of electric, and if anybody gets a little challenging, we just put a charger on it for a day or two, and that typically will take care of that problem. Let's see here, what else? Overall, I'm very pleased with how this turned out. It's been a fun project. It's also been an expensive project, a little more than I would have liked, but overall, I haven't finished the accounting on it. I think we're going to be somewhere just a little north of $20,000 for everything, and that includes milkers, head gates, bulk tanks, compressors, vacuum pumps, everything. We're not just talking about, you know, concrete, so we're talking about the infrastructure and then also your core pieces of equipment. So I feel like that's fairly, you know, fairly reasonable considering what we did. Unfortunately, I had to sub out almost the whole construction of this building because we had so much other things going on with moving into the farm, getting our sorghum sedan here planted, and making hay and everything else that's going on. So I could have saved myself several $1,000s if I had done some of the labor myself, but the reality is I just ended up having to get other people to do it because we had so many other things going on right now. But yeah, so that's our milking parlor system. Very happy with it, and we're milking 5 cows for the test run last 2 weeks. So that's worked really well. We got 8 more showing up today, and probably within the next 2 weeks we'll be milking close to 30 cows here rather quickly. But I try to train cows a little bit at a time versus bringing in a whole bunch. It just makes everything considerably less stressful on both myself and the cows as they're learning this system. So cows don't really like getting their heads locked up, but once they realize that, you know, it's just part of the daily routine, you know, they're getting their molasses, they're also getting udder relief, they become, you know, pretty excited about the idea actually. But just the initial introduction can be a bit stressful at times. So anyway, this is our setup. Hope you guys enjoyed this tour. If you have any questions or comments about how we built it or what we did or why we did it the way we did, feel free to put those below, and I will respond to them in a timely manner. All right, thanks guys. Enjoy your day.